Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Clemens, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Crunch down, defense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Prescott to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Watch the 12, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Garoppolo now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
58, It's our field.
12.
Hey, it's all right.
I got this. Hey, come on.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. From the 27, Garoppolo. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 47 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30 on the counter. Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just check it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's Elliott, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 3.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That would complete to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run with Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now Prescott, the quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Niners take over first
That's
and
it,
10.
we go work.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Mark 54. I'm coming for
Here
you.
we go. Kill.
Slam. Hey, straight.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's it, baby.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
He's coming. We got double up. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Good.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, kill. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 26.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
26.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, here I
21. 11. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. 480.
Check, check. Watch the.
Here we go. Going to 53.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Undercrush.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Silver. Check it out.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
47. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Elliott. Tackled by the Temple Al Julian Taylor.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's just me. 47. Hey, kill. 47.
In your front.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Curse. They'll get 9 there as that's.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Gets through and now an opening. A second nice move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Now Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
$51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to let it go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here we go.
Mike's by 4. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
And they will take a knee here.
Prescott on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got it.
And they take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. It's almost...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the